It's 12:41 a.m. on March 8, 2014. A Boeing 777-200ER, registered as 9MMRO, was scheduled for flight MH370, a daily overnight service to Beijing. The aircraft itself was a workhorse of the Malaysia Airlines fleet, a reliable twin-engine jet with an exemplary safety record since its introduction in the mid-1990s. On board were 227 passengers, representing 14 nationalities and 12 crew members, mostly Malaysian nationals. Before departure, Captain Zaharieh Ahmad Shah, a 53-year-old veteran pilot with over 18,000 flight hours, performed the pre-flight checks. Assisting him was First Officer Farik Abdul Hamid, a 27-year-old who was completing his final training flights before being fully certified. Their task that evening was routine: follow the standard route across the South China Sea, over Vietnam, and into Chinese airspace before arriving in Beijing after a 5.5-hour journey. Passenger boarding commenced smoothly. Among the travelers were families, business professionals, and 2 passengers traveling on stolen passports, a discovery that would later fuel speculation.
370, 3 to right of takeoff. Nice.
At 12:41 a.m. local time, MH370 lifted off from runway 32R at KLIA. It was a clear night, ideal for flying, and the initial stages of the journey proceeded without incident. The flight climbed to its cruising altitude of 35,000 feet and headed northeast along its planned route. At 1:07 a.m., the aircraft transmitted its final automated position report via the Aircraft Communication, Addressing, and Reporting System. This system, designed to send routine data on the aircraft's status, ceased functioning shortly afterward. At 1:19 a.m., as MH370 was about to cross from Malaysian to Vietnamese airspace, the co-pilot made a routine handoff to air traffic control.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night.
Good night, Malaysian 370.
Marking the last confirmed communication from the cockpit. Moments later, the aircraft disappeared from civilian radar screens. In the minutes following MH370's disappearance, Malaysian Air Traffic Control attempted to contact the flight, but received no response. At 1:21 a.m., the aircraft's transponder, a device that broadcasts the plane's identity, altitude, and location, was switched off. This action coincided with the plane making a sharp turn to the west, an unplanned deviation from its intended route. Military radar stations in Malaysia continued to track the aircraft as it flew back over the Malay Peninsula. At 2:22 a.m., MH370 was last detected heading northwest over the Andaman Sea at an altitude of 29,500 feet. After this point, the aircraft vanished completely from radar, leaving investigators with only fragmented data and questions about its fate.
Breaking news tonight, a Malaysia Airlines flight with 239 people on board, including 4 Americans, has gone missing.
By dawn on March 8th, news of MH370's disappearance had spread worldwide. Malaysia Airlines issued a brief statement acknowledging the loss of contact, while governments across Asia mobilized resources to assist in the search. Ships and aircraft from more than 14 countries scoured the South China Sea, where the flight was initially thought to have crashed. The search for MH370 became the largest and most expensive in aviation history. Initial efforts focused on surface debris, but as time passed, the mission shifted underwater. Using advanced sonar and submersibles, search teams scoured the ocean floor. But a breakthrough came in 2015 when debris began washing ashore in the Western Indian Ocean. Pieces of the plane confirmed to be from MH370 were found on Reunion Island, Mozambique, and Madagascar. But these fragments offered little insight into what caused the plane's disappearance. So what could have gone wrong? A sudden depressurization or onboard fire could explain the loss of communication and the erratic flight path. However, such an event would likely leave behind more detectable wreckage. Investigators found a flight simulation on the pilot's home computer that mirrored the plane's final path. This has led some to speculate that the captain deliberately diverted the plane, but his family and colleagues strongly refute this claim. While these lack evidence, they highlight the deep public fascination with MH370. For the families of the 239 passengers, the lack of closure has been devastating. Their loved ones vanished without a trace, and the answers they seek remain elusive. MH370 also reshaped aviation. New protocols now require planes to regularly transmit their locations. As technology advances and the search continues, we can only hope that one day we'll uncover the truth.